Good morning. And this is the latest I got started in a bit, which is a sign. Sundays, I got a video coming up later today, but Sundays are going to be, I'm going to start taking Sundays off starting next week. Which, why couldn't I? Kind of a, hey, wait, good morning to all of you. I spent everyone for sure, but you know who I'm really talking to. We probably talked yesterday. Um, yes, I absolutely make videos for one single person. So, yes, you absolutely got like three of them. Well, you got two for sure. Yeah. And you made my whole day. Um, I try, it takes me a while to, I don't know how the name dropping stuff works, right? I don't want to do anything appropriate, but I don't spend my day. How do I become a professional, whatever it is I'm doing here, and blah blah blah. Just like, remember we had like there was a bump in the road over the other channel. People are transitioning over those videos just fine. Some of them don't even know they're getting taken over there, and I don't believe we put a hard pitch on once. Uh, from the get go, you know how the deal goes. We ain't pitching nothing hard. We ain't. I don't know. You know what? I just keep wanting them comments and what I see going on. It is. I don't. Ah, I don't count my chickens before they're hatched. I'm definitely in that right generational group where if you think I know I'm not owed anything. I grind all day because I believe that's how it has to happen. And the rewards are the benefit of the work put in. I hope a lot of the people that I'm communicating with all day, they feel the same way. There's no silver platter, right? They're not gonna spoon. What? I was thinking about it. I want this to be like a plate of Christmas cookies. It's a guarantee you're not gonna like every cookie on the tray, but each one's gonna be different, maybe interesting. You get a variety. I see what everybody else is doing as that whole old hard ribbon candy that, like the old joke, you pick up the one piece and the entire block comes out of the, you know, Tiffany bowl that, grandma had around for her whole life, filled with the same exact candy. I kind of see everything else as that. This big horrible conglomerate of the same stuff squished together, and when you pick it up you can't tell if you wanted it, if you're like, man, why did I want some candy? I don't agree. um, that's my problem, is everything out there is just the same. And yeah, so today we got a couple new ideas. uh, I'm incredibly interested in this trucker convoy up in Canada. And I was a mass news consumer. So you see how I put out videos? Well, I used to grind at my video games and read news and engage in discussion and stuff like that. Um, just like a beast. I just wanted it. I wanted as much info as I could have at all times. Uh, but and I've been busy, so I kind of let that go by the wayside because, honestly, the disease my honey brought from the other country, over from across the border over there. It's not really another country; it's just a state. I just like being a smartass. That changed my life, to be real. The 2 weeks quarantine, or whatever you call it. I think I stayed home for like 2 weeks because for all of my insane rhetoric It ain't my place to get y'all too worried. People too worried. I did what was right because it was right, not because someone told me to. Um, but it did, it changed everything. I just so yeah, let's just leave it at that. Everything has kind of changed, and it's a great deal. It is awesome. Um, this week, I think you've seen we've got a few changes happening. We're basically rearranging everything so both Ange and I have good locations to do what we're doing. We're trying to kind of work on the equipment and um, get that all down. Got a big list of shows or how I think everything's coming together. I think honestly, I wasn't just making a cute little video last weekend. I think we're retooling a lot of stuff. Um, I will be done placing videos, like I said, on Sunday. If I work, it will all go up on the other channel. Uh, Putting up a rolling out a character. I think I'm so witty. But over on Reaction Talk, there'll be a playlist called Rolling Out a Character, and I'm matters of faith or other things or things like that. Things I want to talk about that might. I'm not talking about rocking the boat. I obviously don't care if I rock the boat. I'm just trying to make a little separation between having a great old time at the expense of no one, hopefully, because it looks like we're going to make up for all the mean things I've said. Uh, and then a place just to be me, out of character. You know, that kind of thing. So it should work out. We're going to do that over there. Links and all that stuff. You know what I mean? I'm starting to get that down. My descriptions, the links. I just, you know what I haven't done? I basically stopped watching reactors 7 weeks ago when I started doing this. And I never tuned in to see, hey, what format is everybody using so I can use that too. Um, when someone reminded me that I should probably put the link to the original video in my description, I thought it'd be nice and say, hey, consider someone else. Instead of just like I've said before, some business-esque boilerplate. It's horrible. But this is just a morning rambling P2TC. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I have no answers yet. This coming week, starting tomorrow, we'll see if the scheduling works right, because I think I got a pretty good idea for 6:37. You know what I mean? I don't got to punch a clock now for sure. Um, I could take 2 days off and work ahead, but I don't think part of the writing team told me that probably wouldn't work, and I think they're right. Because like yesterday, I wasn't. I had a rough night. I'd been I was a little grumpy, and honestly, it was just jumping back into it that led me back to the choices I was supposed to make. I don't think someone else is making my choices, but I do believe being fluid with this is the benefit, the key. Now there's a video coming out later about the list today. I've said it a couple times now. Today I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try something to get us to treat each other with. I have no idea if I'll fail. I know. I know I got a few people that already seem like they're up there spreading the love in the comments, and that's it. I mean, if the connections are real, then why not connect to other people too? Who am I? I never once tell anybody what to do. I realize that as I'm like, oh, I wore the shirt my honey told me not to wear, but it's a good day for it. Uh, rolling, uh, rolling out of character is definitely where I do going to address that stuff, because I do want to talk about my faith. I like faith. I like the spirit. all that stuff's cool with me. I'm just not over here trying to mix weird international superstars and faith. It's not a, nah. I am going to mix current events and news in a reaction today. So we got a little something covered later that's going to be um, interesting, I think. Should be fun. And then it goes right from my past. I've talked about it before. I'm a Sam Peckinpah fan. Wild Bunch. Convoy. Yeah. So I think that's that. This is long-winded. I'm telling you, if you don't want to sit around. This is more my morning therapy session, so I understand. Um, it's going to break down to sections starting tomorrow. Good mornings and my my romper room-esque. You know, I mean, I see Robert and Hattie and Mike, Stefan too. I see Herman and Steven and I see you. I don't, of course, because I don't have a spy system and I'm not a weird romper room host. But man, did I used to love that. And the people that have been up in my comments, I can't reiterate enough. Start next week, there's going to be a section for you, and we're just going to try to, but y'all helped me get here, for real. I had no clue what I was going to do. Honest to goodness, with everything that's happened over the last few weeks, I mean, the, and I love this, but the "you're in over your head, young man" comments are awesome. You might be crazy comments. This is weird. What am I seeing? I can't look away comments. And then all the actual interaction, and it created what we got now. So this was not created by me. That is no lie. I could never, ever, for the long as I do this, ever take credit for all of it. And that's the truth. I'm not blowing smoke up your behind. It's witnessable. And I think that's why I'm going down the mysterious rabbit hole. Last night, something came up in my comments, and we were talking to Ange, and I'm like, some sunshine statement or something like that. And I'm like, man, I sang that song years ago, and we went back. It's got to be 12 years since I shot that video or more, or 10, 11, something like that. But I got this video on my channel called Sunshine, and is the day after I got hit on my motorcycle, and I put the police report in the video, and I sing a little song, and I make some jokes, and it's mildly offensive to some. But I watched it with my honey, and my eyes got big as saucers. And I realized that I don't care what anybody thinks because I've been a decent man for 14, 15 years, consistent with my messaging. Um, I don't care if I step on people's toes as long as I apologize for my actions and make amends. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying I get to shit on people and then just say I'm sorry. That's not what I mean. But I don't have to care what other people think. I've been consistent. I went back, I looked. I'm like, hey, pretty sure I know who I am. So as I use you all for free psychoanalyzation, as I'm being my own therapist in the mirror here, um, only realizing that by you hearing it, it makes it real. So maybe I can find a cathartic effect. I just thank you. I had my life to change by the um, the the small but super active community within my channel and my videos. Um, you're the deal. That's the deal. What are we at? What are you at? 14. That's close. So there's a bunch of videos coming today. One's going to be a Kiss cover by the Melvins, but I did that 2 days ago, and I end up bitching about why I don't want kid videos, and there's a horrible connection to stuff, and it breaks my heart, but it happened, and we're putting it up. We got the So we got a few. I got like 4 of them in the can just sitting there because it turns out some of them are boring. Some of them are, I don't know. I did a Russian singer last night, and the first take I did is one of those back to back ones. And the first one, I mean, it was just an average song. It was pretty and all, but I didn't, because I didn't put on the, I thought I was going to feel it. I thought it was going to be super high notes and incredible. Like, I honestly could probably check out a little opera. It's not my thing, but the skill set's so amazing that I can appreciate it for what it is. Now, long story short, this Russian singer, who was wonderful, turns out the second time through I put on the closed captioning, and it's about the beautiful countryside and her country. And instead of bringing out a discussion about music, it brought out a weird, well, I don't see why they can't be nationalistic either. Why can't you be proud of your backyard? You got a trickling brook and a forest and a prairie out there. I don't care what the politics of your the lay of your country are. Loving your backyard and where you're from shouldn't be wrong at all. These, I don't like borders, I don't like countries. No, you don't like anybody telling you what to do because you want to rob from everybody and get shit for free. The rest of us build lives where we live, and then I take a little pride and respect in it. You're not going to get rid of pride and respect, just so you know. It's just not going to go away because you think it's uncomfortable for you. You'll have to learn to step up with the rest of us. We're not all going to sink down to your level. And some of us got another 40 years to not let that happen. So you think you're going to go into power with your, hair dyed brain cells and your ideas that criminals are more important than hard workers? Not a chance. You live in a fantasy world. The rest of you, all up in my comments, you know that I got nothing but love. And I think that's the deal, is that we have slid way too far from the decent things the older generations have taught us. And we want to pretend that this technocratic, authoritarian, progressive shitfest that you're calling a planet right now is somehow a utopian dream. Well, of course it's not. As always, robbing trains and making your city into a third world hellhole, nothing to be proud of. Injection centers and junkies thinking that be banging dope all day is as important as a guy working, that's a complete load of bullshit. That's fake too. You know what I'm saying? Those people get to live their lives the way they want. Of course they do. But we don't have to like it or appreciate it, and no way do we have to let them tell you it's going to be. We decide what's going to be. I mean, that's the problem, is you think they're in charge, but they ain't running dick. They're running dick because we're afraid and we don't want to stand up for what's right. And that's as far as we're going to take it, because, of course, all opinions are for entertainment purposes only. And we're not organizing people. We're just thinking deeper than the mainstream would like us to. We're saying, Pablo, you busy? Because I am. Kidding. I'm done. I'm done rambling. We'll put this up as a rambling mess. But yeah, we got a bunch of reactions coming today that I've already done, but they don't apply to any storytelling other than last act of defiance today coming from Exodus, because I'm not working on Sundays no more. And if that pisses everybody off, I'm sorry, but I'm doing it because I need a day off too. Yeah, that's about it. Some videos, some reactions, yep, and the list. Gonna address the list today, but should be cool. Hey, I don't know. I think that's about enough. Mostly this is me, rambling idiot, venting so we can go and hit it hard. It is. You're my shrinks. You don't know it, but you are. I'm just using this as therapy, and then maybe I can get this weird package into shape right in front of everybody's eyes. And that's kind of exciting. Have a wonderful day. Honestly, we got normal up church and all that on the way. We got what we always do. None of that's changing. Going for the long haul. I think I'm just venting this out now because next week, starting tomorrow, we're gonna get a little more focused. Not professional. Ain't gonna look better. Not doing anything different. Just being a little more focused on task. That's it. Maybe a hair less random thoughts and much more coherent thoughts. But we'll see. Pablo's going crazy out there, so I'm going to go take care of Pablo, and I will see y'all again soon.